Okay, it says we're live.
We're live.
Live action.
Live on a Sunday night. Another Sunday night. Weekend goes by fast. It does it not?
Always. Too fast.
I'm going to pull up the comments here as they're not on my phone. This will be a fun hour.
Oh, okay. Well, you could put it right there.
Reading on my phone here.
Like it normally is.
Let's see what we got.
Oh, there we go. The comments wouldn't show up on our screen. So
yeah.
And we have a new backdrop.
For now. Amanda and I were working down here and just decided to go live here since we were already down here.
Change of scenery.
And not in the studio. Hope you guys are doing pretty good. It's been a busy but not busy weekend. We really didn't have much planned, but we've done quite a bit cruise related planning this weekend and new cruise adventures.
We've got some trips coming up. Derek booked some flights.
That's right. There's a lot of people hopping on now. There were almost 30 of you before we logged on, and I know that everyone's hopping on. So we'll give everyone just a minute. In the meantime, though, I'll start off the show with this. Beckett and I and Jax a little bit have been watching college baseball all weekend as the postseason has begun.
I've been watching Hallmark Mysteries. Derek came in and he was like, "Really? You're watching Hallmark?" Yeah. It's wholesome and it's a mystery. Why wouldn't you want to?
Didn't even know the mystery version of the brand.
I stumbled across it.
Created.
And I'm kind of liking it.
I don't know.
Who done it?
Have you been watching some college baseball? That's what I was going to ask.
Or have you been watching Hallmark?
I don't know.
I bet some people in here have been.
Maybe a split.
Yeah, I got the girls on my side.
Matt, you are correct. I almost sent you a text. North Dakota State is in our regional.
Oh, okay.
And we've played them once.
Will we play them again?
We played 8 o'clock tonight. So at the top of the hour.
Cool.
I think, though, we played Creighton, actually. So North Dakota State may have lost.
Uh-oh.
But, we'll see what happens. It's been fun to watch, though.
Yep.
It has. Also going to grill up some steaks at the top of the hour with the game.
Some steaks on the Barbie?
Yeah. That'll be fun. Have a list of different things to talk about. And Amanda, I think, has a list as well. We're going to shout out and say hello to some of you. Of course, some ground rules as we get the show started. If you have a question, be sure that you ask the question. Just say, "Hey, I got a question." Put it in all caps if you have to. Mary, thank you so much for that super chat. We appreciate that so much. Appreciate your friendship and viewership.
What is a super chat?
Is that your question?
Yeah, that's my question.
Super chat, it can be explained in several different ways. The way I explain it is it's a way to say thank you, a way to promote, support the channel. So, hey, you know what? I enjoy you guys. It's also used as a way, though. Some people have burning questions.
Ooh, I really want this question answered.
And we're not always able to see the chat because you can see it goes and goes. And so some people will throw a super chat out there because it does pop up on our screen like it does everyone else's. So, Mary, we appreciate you for that. Let's give some shout outs here before we talk about a multitude of.
Listen, once we hit July, Derek and I, we're going to be spinning.
August too. August too. I mean, it's going to be crazy. So we're going to talk about several different things, a lot of exciting things. I shared one exciting thing this week. Amanda's exciting news, an invitation. And we may share some news here regarding another invitation that's not quite complete.
It's in the works.
It's more of a hint, maybe. A hint at an invitation.
A very famous cruise line. Get it?
There you go.
You get the hint?
I like that. We'll talk about that. Let's give a shout out here. Again, there's so many of you who have joined. Let's see who was first. Let me scroll all the way back. Texas Cruiser.
Oh, of course.
Rick. And listen to this. Rick had some interesting things happen to him this week. You know, he's booked. He's loyal to Royal. Yeah. He is. But he had a great offer, a casino offer for the Carnival Jubilee. He booked it. He's excited about it. We, of course, put in upgrade requests like we do for all of our clients. And 80-90% of the time, they don't work out. Ships are full. But every now and then, the team that we work with says, "Hey, we've got to upgrade." Rick had an upgrade.
He did.
He said, "Hey, is this a good cabin?" I said, "Wait, we can see every open cabin." And we upgraded. He was on the 5th deck
Not bad, but we like to be a little higher personally.
But we said, let's move from deck 5 all the way to Lido for less than $100 total for 2 people.
Pop out, grab you some popcorn shrimp.
That's an upgrade. Go back in. I like it because we always forget things.
Especially with the kids.
Did you grab the sunscreen? Did you grab the sunglasses?
I got to run back to the cabin real quick. Hold this.
And if your cabin's on Lido deck forward, you can get there in 10 seconds.
That's true.
So, okay, 30 seconds. I lied.
We've been on Lido deck.
Yes.
Quite a few times.
Yeah.
And we like
it. But
if
you're on deck 5, it's like, hey, no lie, I will see you in 15 minutes.
Well, because you got to wait on the elevator.
It is.
Got to go get it, and you got to wait on the elevator back. So he upgraded. Long story short.
That's right. JT Adventures, good to see you guys as well. Yes, we'll get the update from Rick whenever he cruises there. Lido Tito, I love how you try to fast forward to June 11th, Amanda's birthday. And we're going to Vegas. We'll talk about that as well. Yep. Lido, it's great to see you here tonight. Jen as well. Vicky, early as well. It's good to see you. Richard Elms is here. Of course, so we saw Matt a second ago. Wanda as well.
Mary.
Suzanne is here. Jen says selling Panorama in 6 days on an 8-night cruise. Itinerary just got upgraded.
You know, I think I have some time in my schedule.
Look at Jen's comment.
What'd she say?
About upgrade to a grand suite.
Ooh, living that sweet life.
Living the sweet life. I would have never taken it, but it was my husband's 50th birthday. You have to.
You got to do it.
Upgrade city, baby. That's what I'm talking about. We've had quite a few lately.
Yeah.
We have like 20 plus that are outstanding. Like, do you want to take the offer? Do you not take the offer?
Accept.
We'll see.
Or not.
When's the last time we got an upgrade?
Never.
Years. Couple of years. It doesn't always happen, but it's nice when it does. We got another super chat. Who was that? There's Mr. Rick Wade right there. How about
cruiser.
That? When is the next meeting for MSC Group Cruise? That's on our list to talk about, but I'll go ahead and tell you. It'll be the second half of this month, should I say. And I'll give you a more exact date.
Like the third week in June-ish.
Yeah, I'll give you a more exact date here in a little bit. Fairly new follower, Adventures with Uncle Dave Says. Love the content and information. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Uncle Dave.
Very, very much. We love to keep the content going and creating more of it.
Yeah, his goal this summer is to try to pump out more content every week.
Yeah, it's going to be tough once we get into July. The content will be less cruise news and more cruise experiences.
That's true.
Which I prefer anyway. So that will be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Carl and Dawn, I had an offer for an upgrade we didn't like. Will that affect any other potential upgrades in the future? It's on the Panorama.
Tell them your tip.
Yeah, the tip that, honestly, the upgrade ferries.
That's what they're called.
They are. But there's a team of, I think they're growing. I think there's 7 of them now. There used to be 5.
Anyway.
But they have told me in the past, when your clients get those upgrade emails, don't ever decline.
Just let it expire.
Let it expire. At the same time, if you get an upgrade email, it usually tells you a particular cabin number. Move to this cabin.
Oh, yeah.
Reach out to us because we can see every cabin. We can move you anywhere.
If you're booked with Allentown Travel.
Well, yeah.
I can't see everybody's.
I would say, yeah, if you're not, we can't see your reservation.
Yeah.
But if you're booked with us, when you get that upgrade email, text, call, or email us right then. We will go see what cabins are open. So let's give a few more shout outs here before we really get going. Glenn, of course, said, go Tennessee. Glenn, I hope that you're doing well from your surgery. And Tennessee, I think there is a tied ball game last time I saw it.
Okay.
And if you guys win and we win, we will play you guys.
Ooh.
In Arkansas. We have to put a friendly bet on that. Usnavi is here. It's great to see you. Bless Maddie as well. I'm waiting for college football. I know what you mean.
Oh, yeah. The boys are ready for that.
Yeah. UALR, Little Rock is in this tournament as well. And I think they came back and won a game. And it's a small college, so it's kind of neat to follow them as well. Okay. Jen Mom is doing really good. My brother brought her dinner tonight.
Yeah.
And she's on cloud 9.
I heard her in the bedroom last night. She was talking Derek's ear off.
45 minutes last night.
They were talking on the phone. I said, what are they talking about? She was just.
She is in full-time care in a nursing home, but she had a big smile on her face, which my brother can cook.
That's true.
Like, he made the cream cheese stuffed chicken.
Well, why didn't he bring us any?
Bacon wrapped asparagus and chopped up potatoes.
He brought it for Mom, but not us.
I'd be smiling too. I would. 34 more Saturdays, Kim says, until she's on the miracle. a newly refurbed ship that's getting unbelievable reviews right now. She's in Europe. Have you got the name change made? Mary, I know Amanda's been working on that name change.
Oh, yes, I got that done. Yeah.
That was Thursday or Friday, right?
Yep, I got that done.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure if it's the same one I'm thinking of.
Yeah. We can send you an updated confirmation here in a little bit. I think it was spelling.
Yeah, it was a spelling
of the name. Yep.
Had an extra N or something.
Yep. Kim asked a favorite cruise ship and why. It's a great question. I love all the questions. And it really depends if the kids are with us or not.
That is the trick.
My favorite ship, if Amanda and I were going to cruise, is still the Sun Princess. An unbelievable ship. And we've been twice. So it's not just like a one-off, like,
I agree. But that World America ship, that area, the solarium, it wasn't called a solarium. What was the greenery area that I kept working in?
Yep. It was could be indoor, but the roof also retracted. And
it was an indoor-outdoor pool area. It was really nice. And it had a lot of greenery in it. So I sat up there and I worked, answered emails, all sorts of stuff. Oh, is it my birthday?
It's almost your birthday.
Is that why you did the balloons?
I don't know. I have no clue why that did that. But I don't know what's going on here, okay? But your birthday is coming up. John, any other details on the new Celebration Key? And when is the 5-year cruise coming from Carnival? Yeah, a 5-year cruise would be great. Celebration Key, she's almost ready. It's hard to believe that July 19th, there will be passengers there. We were on a call last week with Carnival where they were going over some of the latest updates and is she going to be ready and things like that. And I know that some of Carnival's most senior officers were there in person last week, and she's ready to go.
Okay.
And we're excited to be there as well. It's crazy. We booked that July 12th selling.
I know.
To go there.
That was a very last minute booking.
Very last minute.
And it worked out perfect for us because we were already going to be getting off of a ship in Orlando, Port Canaveral, and then we're going to get on
it's crazy.
the Carnival Vista that same day.
It just worked out.
It was perfect.
And we've got people going with us too. Matt and Kim Hinkle are going with us. Jolie Boyd booked.
Yeah, she did.
Booked the Norwegian Aqua.
Of course, Lido, Tito, and Usnavi.
Timothy is here as well. They've got a cruise booked on the Jubilee and got a ridiculous deal on that.
Nice.
Not even a casino offer, just a good deal that we were able to find. Question here. Do you know, this is from Kaz, do you know if Celebration Key will have a shuttle from the ship to all the areas? That was a question that was discussed last week on a call we were on.
Yep.
I will say, when it was asked, there was no yes or no answer, but they made mention of how short the pier is from the ship to shore. So it kind of made me think, no.
I'm going to venture to say no. Which private island did we go to that did have the carts that went everywhere?
Norwegians.
Yeah, that was nice. You don't see that a lot. I mean, we went to Royal Caribbean's Perfect Day at Coco Cay, and I didn't see a lot of little shuttles everywhere.
Yeah. Unbelievable questions, guys. Keep them coming. Julie has a great one. How noisy are the rooms on Lido? You would think that they are noisy. The only way we'll stay on Lido deck is to book all the way forward. There are cabins above you and below you.
Okay.
And you're away from the DJ that likes to play the noise.
Oh, yeah.
You're away from the lounge chairs being dragged around.
If you think about it at night, though, there's not like the DJ blaring it too late.
Yeah. It's a good.
They got the movie playing.
If you book forward, you can get, no lie, 30 cabins between your cabin and midship Lido deck. So you get the convenience of, getting to the buffet, getting to the pool in 30 seconds.
But we've also stayed like the little elevator to go outside on Lido deck and the cabin's like right there beside.
Yeah.
And there was no noise.
I was surprised.
So
we've done some last second cruises where those cabins popped open.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, great. We're going to hear all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
but we didn't.
We weren't sure about it, but it was fine.
John's got a question about Matt Meacham. He left Carnival. It's been probably, 4 years ago, maybe longer than that. He's married. They have a kiddo. Him and his wife have a kiddo.
Okay.
And
what do they do now?
It's marketing, like they sell, I don't want to say it's a pyramid type of thing, but they sell products and stuff like that.
Okay.
And he still stays in touch with a lot of those who followed him. Great question there. Bobby just got off the Vista today.
Ooh.
It was a good cruise, and we're looking forward to a ship that it is crazy because we have been on the Vista probably 6 times.
Yeah.
And met some of our best friends on the Vista.
Here.
And then she moves to Port Canaveral, and all of a sudden we're going on 2 cruises on her this year.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
They're both with the kids.
Yep.
Yeah. That means no Havana area for us.
That's right. Glenn asked about Havana, upgrading to Havana.
Do it.
For next year.
If you're not going with kids, do it.
I will check on that after the show and see if any Havana cabins are available. Cheryl, Mario, we were on the Legend in April. I want to go on the Legend. She's coming to Galveston some, by the way. Yep. Rita's got a question. My new travel agent says she cannot get discounts for me and my friends for a Carnival cruise in 2027. Says her discount is for in the U.S. For cruises booked in 2027.
Not everything's out right now.
No, the first half of the first quarter, I guess, through about April is out. The rest coming this summer, by the way. But yeah, pricing should be good. And whatever offers you have with your VIFP number, they can be secured now. And for sure, lock in early saver.
Yeah. Because
if the price goes down, to get your money back. So, if we can be of any help there, let us know for sure. Let's see. Traveling with the Wrights, hello. Amy, hello. Elaine, also hello.
Hey.
Let's see what else we got. Patrick is here as well. It's good to see Patrick here and Amber.
What's your first topic on your list?
Well, let me get to it. Let's catch up. Give me 2 more minutes. Okay, Carnival's going to be charging for drinks in Celebration Key, even if you have the drink package. Mario, that is correct.
Listen.
So you have to pay for drinks unless they do have experiences where you can book an all-inclusive experience. It's around $109, I think is what it is. You get 10 drinks. Even if you have the drink package, you still got to pay for it. But it's an adults-only type of experience.
That wouldn't be too bad.
It's not bad, but it stinks because you've already paid for the drinks one time.
Again. Yeah.
Now you got to pay again.
And if you just buy drinks one at a time, they count against your drink package count, right?
Yeah. At first they came out and said that, and at Half Moon Cay they do.
Yeah.
They've walked it back a little bit. We'll have to see.
They got a little pushback.
Literally, we will see when we're there July the 19th.
Yep.
Carl and Don, your thoughts on Faster to the Fun. Thank you for that second super chat. We appreciate that. And Faster to the Fun, for so many years, we purchased Faster to the Fun before we were Platinum. Especially, I say, get Faster to the Fun if you have a port that is a water shuttle port.
Yep.
Because you have priority access to those.
Yep. Yeah. Originally the price wasn't so bad either. And so we bought it just to have the early boarding, early disembarking. Yeah. And so at first it was worth it.
$59.99, I remember.
Yeah. And now it's just gotten kind of a little too high for us.
$139, I think.
Like I'll wait the extra hour and get on board 1 hour later rather than pay $130 something.
Yeah. But I would say if you have a water shuttle port, it may be worth it. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't spend my money on it. Really. Yeah. A lot of the terminals have gotten so efficient. I've noticed this.
That's true. They're trying their best to get people.
They want you on. If you're sitting in the terminal, they're not making money. But we've gone with friends probably 3 or 4 times the last couple of years. And it's always like, we have priority boarding, but our friends don't. We kind of feel bad sometimes. But
Derek's like, we're leaving them.
We go ahead and get on the ship. And no lie, within like 15, 17 minutes, they could shoot us a text, hey, we just got on. So I don't know if it's worth paying the money anymore like we used to.
Yep.
Unless
they throw in some other perks with it. They got to sweeten the deal for me.
Linda, there is a way to watch the previous MSC group meetings. A link should have gone out via email. If you don't have that email, let us know.
Is that Linda Miller?
Nope, it's not.
Different Linda.
But I put them on YouTube, but I share them. You have to have the link to access it. They're not public videos.
Okay,
private videos.
Linda, I wrote your name down, and I'll forward you the email that also has that link.
There you go. We always report those. Is there a website that tells the cruise directors for MSC or Carnival ships? Carnival does have a cruise director link. I will try to put it in the chat before the end of the show. MSC, though, does not. And MSC just now kind of is, I don't want to say stepping up their game, but recognizing how important a cruise director is to the U.S. market.
Okay.
So it'd be interesting.
That is true. Some ships, I feel like Carnival really highlights their cruise directors, and they're front and center. And then we've gone on Princess and Norwegian, the Sun Princess, the blonde girl. We saw her a lot, but
but some like Virgin Voyages, so they do no announcements. If they do an announcement, it's almost hit the emergency button. The cruise director doesn't come on and say, blah, 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 here's what's going on. The captain doesn't come on and say, here's our longitude and latitude. There's no announcements. Yeah. So interesting. Randy, thank you for that super chat. We appreciate that so much. Mr. Rick Wade, I've been using my travel agent since 1988.
There you go. That's the year Derek was born.
That's when I was born. My wife and I decided to try island time travel. We have been super pleased. Oh, my goodness. That we have made the move. We are customers for life. Thank you so much, Rick, for that. Yeah. Those are kind words there. And we do everything that we can do to help you with your trip because we're cruisers ourselves. And we know how we want our trip to be managed.
That's true.
So we do everything we can do. And Amanda now is doing it full time.
Full-time travel agent.
her first day, first day of summer, I was working at my job and I walk into the living room and she's got a computer open. And I said, hey, I was going to let you take off the summer just like you always have for years and years. And then once school started, then you could start the travel agency.
No, that is not true. Fake news. Fake news.
She said,
right
whatever.
No, it's actually been really nice to be able to do the travel agency stuff during the day. And then in the evening, we kind of have some family time, not having to answer so many emails in the evening.
Yeah.
So it's been nice.
Yeah.
A little more family time.
It's been great. Been able to play with the boys when we don't have practice. Luggage drop off and priority luggage for Faster the Fun is nice.
That's true.
And Liesl agrees. Faster the Fun is worth it. Jackie Chang on Mardi Gras is really good. We have not cruised with Jackie, but he has a great presence on social media.
Okay.
And we haven't cruised with him as cruise director. I think he was on the Dream on the Fun Squad.
Okay.
Yep. He led the Lido Deck events and games. I remember one time. He was really good. Let's see. Before we get into other stuff, we were on the Legend, San Francisco next week. The ship is not too old. The Legend, the Spirit, the Miracle all still get some of the highest reviews.
Listen, if you're on vacation and it's sailing in the water and it's stopping at some beaches, you can't really complain.
You're right about that.
I mean, come on.
Let's get into some topics here. There's a lot going on. If you have questions,
topics,
continue to throw them in the chat. We would love to answer them. Amanda and I have kind of a different travel month. I don't know about you guys, and you can say if this is true for you or not. When we travel, just about all the time, it's a cruise.
Oh, yeah.
If any vacation, it's a cruise. So rarely do we go somewhere on vacation.
A destination.
Yeah, that's not a cruise almost ever. But this month, we're doing just that. In a week and a half, we are headed to Las Vegas. Somehow we've never been to Vegas. We're going for Amanda's birthday, no matter what she tells you. No matter what.
We are going on my birthday. For
your birthday.
No, we are going on my birthday for Derek to go to the Kenny Chesney concert.
The way it came about, Amanda's sister's getting married in the Dominican Republic. I'm doing the ceremony.
Yeah. Straighten that tie, buddy boy.
Literally have to wear a suit on the beach at the resort.
I'll be in a dress. The wind will be flowing.
I will be sweating.
I'll enjoy the breeze.
I'll be sweating. But airfare was crazy expensive, and I was playing around with it like I always do, right? What if we left from here? What if we left from there? And we were able to save like $300 a person if we went to Vegas and did a overnight and then flew to the Dominican Republic. So I pitched it to Amanda.
Now, but do you really save money if you stay there overnight, buy a hotel, and you pay for a hotel? You're going to have to pay for food. You're going to have to pay for transportation. You're going to have to also pay for this concert. So I don't think we really saved money by adding the stuff.
Kenny Chesney was playing at the Sphere.
It was a coincidence, y'all. He didn't know.
He did not
know.
Could not believe it.
Lies.
So we are going to Vegas. We're flying there on the 11th. We will create vlogs as we do for our cruises. We leave in the morning of June 11th. We fly out late on the 12th, like 11 p.m.
We're going to
on the 12th.
Yeah, we'll fly in, have part of the day. We'll go to the Kenny Chesney concert that's in the big dome, if you know what the dome is.
Yep.
The Sphere in Vegas. And then we'll have the day to kind of recuperate and chill by the pool. And then we'll fly out at night.
That's right. We'll catch the red-eye flight. I think we fly to Charlotte. We leave at 11 p.m., fly to Charlotte. Then we land in the Dominican about 10:30 a.m. on Friday. We practice for the wedding Friday. The wedding is Saturday. We relax Sunday. We fly back Monday.
There you go.
Quick trip.
In and out.
Very quick trip. Then we catch our breath in the July. The July is just crazy.
Yeah.
Norwegian Aqua. We leave here July 3rd to cruise on the Norwegian Aqua. We're excited about that.
Oh, I'm so excited.
So excited.
I got to buy that spa pass.
Yes, we do. Of course, I have vlogs on that. We'll have vlogs on Vegas. We'll have vlogs at an all-inclusive resort. So we get a lot of questions. A lot of people that will cruise 10 times, 20 times, and they reach out to us and say, hey, do y'all do all-inclusive resorts? Yes, we do.
We book all-inclusive resorts. Let me kind of explain why. Yeah. One reason we don't. If you book an all-inclusive for 4 people, you're looking at around $5,000 for 4 people.
Depending on the time of year.
Yeah. Depending on when you go, with flights included and with your stay. And then if we book a cruise, we're looking at $3,000.
Yeah.
Probably less, depending on, what deals we have.
Airfare's tough.
Yeah.
But it'd be fun to capture. We're going to an Excellence Resort in the Dominican Republic. It is a nice resort.
Oh, it's super nice. Yeah.
But a lot of people ask about it, and we want to show it to you. So we'll show that to you. We'll show you the Norwegian Aqua, who's been cruising now for almost 2 months. And then July 12th, we get off that ship. We hop on their Carnival Vista. That will be fun because it is the first cruise to Celebration Key, and our boys will be there for that.
Have to buy them some sort of water park pass. We have to look at that. I don't know. What kind of pass can we buy? Do we buy the
water park's free.
Oh, everything's free?
No. Don't
it's
get
all
carried
free.
away.
But we got to look at some packages, what all they have to offer there.
For sure. Oh, there's quite a bit. And you'll be surprised at the price of some of the packages. North of $1,000.
Oh, okay. I'll book that
for bungalows and stuff like that. Carl and Don, do people still dress up for formal nights on Carnival? Great question. And I would say since the pandemic, it is not as much. I will wear something like this on a non-formal night, but there have been formal nights even that I have worn this.
And some khaki pants.
Khaki pants, untucked even.
Oh,
not the hat on formal night. I actually don't wear a hat in the dining room.
Okay.
But not as formal as it used to be. Great question. Yeah. But at the same time, I'll say this. You won't feel out of place if you want to dress up. There are still people that they will wear a suit and a nice dress. Yeah. They're taking pictures.
You would be out of place if you showed up in a t-shirt and shorts.
And you'd be out of place if you showed up in a tux.
Yeah.
But a suit, a lot of sports coats. Sports jackets. Yep. So still the opportunity to dress up if you would like, most definitely.
Yes, but it's not prom night. How about that as your answer?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We're super grateful, Randy says, to have caught a video and end up moving our cruises to you and Amanda and booking our down the road cruises. Awesome service. Randy, thank you for that. And we have got to cruise with Randy and his crew one day. He has a whole crew that cruises with him from the West Coast.
Okay.
And I'm telling you now, I can already tell they're a lot of fun.
I'm in. You don't have to convince me. I'm in.
Oh, we need to do it. Royal just sent a ship to the West Coast.
Okay.
Navigator is out there right now.
We really do need to cruise out of California a couple
times.
Kirk
saw the Eagles at the Sphere. I wanted to go to that. So
that would be a good one.
I heard it was amazing. And they've played like more shows than anybody.
I saw someone said Backstreet Boys are going to be there.
Backstreet Boys are going to be there. Zach Brown Band just announced.
Oh.
I think it's the end of this year's Zach Brown Band will be there. He's got a new girlfriend.
Oh, are we doing celebrity gossip now?
I'm not usually into this.
Celebrity gossip now?
I like country music, and I saw something. What's the designer, the jewelry designer?
I don't know, but that is the most random thing for you to bring up.
I know, because I'm not usually into all that, but somebody will mention it. It's
I don't know.
She has more money than he does.
Okay, well, you're selling this to the wrong audience here.
We're going to see. Going to Vegas for the first time in July to see Backstreet Boys.
See, I told you somebody was doing Backstreet Boys.
So it's like back to back. That's crazy.
They might be after Kenny.
That is crazy. Why did they get blocked on John Hill's Facebook? John, I don't know. You
got blocked?
John did.
Oh, John got blocked on John?
I don't run John's Facebook page, unfortunately. He's got like 600,000 followers, though. It's crazy.
Okay.
Usnavi's wearing her Kenny Chesney shirt right now.
Oh, yeah. We couldn't get any takers. Yeah. Anybody join us? We asked. Nobody wanted to join.
Oh, it's a trip. It's a little expensive for sure. Question here from Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Do you book international cruises?
Yeah.
So Asia, Egypt, Europe, we do. And we have Wayne and Cindy Light right now.
Oh yeah, they just they took Air Canada.
They did. They were like, is check-in the same with Air Canada as it is with other?
Yeah, they were a little
we do
nervous about the Air Canada.
And I'll say this: I would say one of our specialties is Europe. Amanda and I've been to Europe probably 8 or 9.
Yeah. I think that we enjoy looking at that stuff so much that it's like when someone sends us an email and wants to do like a Mediterranean or a Europe cruise, we're like, oh, we got you.
Yeah. Yep. We have been to, especially Italy. We've been to Italy a lot of different times. And hello.
But we did get that in Rome.
And that's a real painting there.
Yeah, the Roman Forum over there.
So
I can't point because
Jax just came in here and was like, I remember that place. I want to go there again. Yeah. I was like, well, we were going to.
We got
in July.
One of the vlogs will show that we had the attic passes. So we got to go like right at the very tippity top of the Colosseum.
16 people go a day.
That was probably one of the coolest
experiences.
Yeah.
And we had been to the Colosseum many times before. And went inside many times, but this
took the cake.
There's 8 people, like.
Oh yeah, and it was
only 8
just,
people at a time.
Yeah, it was just our group. It was us, and my mom and dad, and my sister, and we were the only ones walking around.
It is like literally at the top. It was crazy, but we could help with stuff like that.
For sure. They like I think you get like 30-minute intervals, but yeah,
we were up there for a couple of hours though.
Yeah, it might have felt like that.
There's a vlog out there, but we do help with international trips. Is the point. For sure. I just sailed the Legend, Panama Canal to San Francisco. Very beautiful, Jacob says. Okay. I like that. A lot of comments on the Legend tonight. I like it.
It's legendary.
It is. What's the new program for loyalty? We don't know yet. It'll be out. This summer is huge.
Y'all.
For Carnival.
I know. They're announcing a lot of stuff, but I need them to get that loyalty program out because we get a lot of questions about that. And like, we want to know. Tell us, Carnival, what will the loyalty program look like?
Yep. Christine Duffy says it will be out, but it sounds like they're going to announce what it is, but it's not going to take effect until the first of the year.
That makes sense.
But we're also waiting. I told Amanda any day within 2 weeks.
I don't know.
So
I'll believe it when I see it.
The new Excel ship for 2027, the Festival.
Oh yeah, we've got a lot of people waiting on that ship, and we do have a list going of people that want to book on that ship. And I've got a whole email list of people that want to go. I think I've got like maybe 50 people on it.
There's a lot. Supposed to be out very, very soon. It'll probably happen like on one of our embarkation days.
Oh yeah,
they'll drop the news,
and then we're gonna be like in the cabin. Like,
we'll be working. Someone actually asked, "So, like, what if this happens while you're on a cruise?"
We'll drop everything. We will get that internet going, and we're gonna start.
We spend thousands of dollars a year on.
We're gonna start booking that festival.
We do. Jen went ahead and bought the annual plan on Allianz. That is the way to go. If you're going on more than 2 cruises a year, buy the annual plan. And it will cover all those cruises. It really is the way to go. And heard a lot of, I guess I would say, success stories on people making claims for different reasons. And Allianz treating them right. Yeah. So that's good.
Yeah. I tell people if you're going on at least 2 or 3, go ahead and do the annual plan.
Yep. Usnavi, Michelle, and Mike maybe still thinking about the Panorama for her 50th, which is coming up soon.
Yeah.
Be real quick.
I was reading Amber's comment. She said an Australian cruise isn't expensive, but that airfare,
Oh, yeah. And just the journey there.
Oh, yeah. It's like 24 hours to get there.
Yeah. And back, unless you somehow go across the world for 3 weeks.
But Steve and Linda, they
they did it.
They went over and they'll do like 4 cruises, and like some of them are short, but they'll do like 4 cruises and then come home.
Yep, that's right.
I mean, if you're going to go that far, you might as well stay for a little bit.
There's Jolie. We were just talking about you.
We're going to see you on the Aqua.
Just booked a few days ago.
Yeah, so, there are not a ton of cabins left. I'm just saying.
There's not.
Well, Aqua's filling up.
The Aqua and World America came out almost the same time, within a couple of weeks of each other. Both getting good reviews, but it seems like the Aqua, when you look at bookings, I don't know if people are just booking it or if they like what they see or what. But
it might be that cruise line is also more popular.
Yeah, more prevalent for sure as well.
MSCs, they're making their way up there, but they got to grow a little bit.
Oh, they are. They really are. We talked about June. We've talked about July. I do want to talk about a little bit this week of something you shared with the Star of the Seas and how that came about and all of it, because you surprised me on that.
Yep. Well, I'd been working with our BDM, our person that kind of helps us get to some of these early sailings, and that's mainly through our travel agency. But he was like, yeah, I think y'all are on our invite list. Just wait. And I saw people on social media getting their invites. And I was like, oh, man, we didn't get an invite. Sure enough, the 30th, got that invite sent. And I opened it up and it said, you're invited. So I had to show Derek. And, of course, he's jumping on the phone trying to book the flights.
Oh, yeah.
So
Royal, they've been very nice to us over the years and invited us to the Icon. They invited us to Utopia. We were in Europe. But to invite us on the first, that's sailing on the 13th.
Yeah.
Which no one even knew until the 30th, Friday the 30th, that it existed. We knew they added the 16th sailing, but it was nice of them to include us in that. And I had to beg and plead to be Amanda's plus one.
I had a long list of applicants.
And I guess, is it locked in? Am I the plus one?
You're the plus one. You're the plus one. I am trying to get, I have a couple emails out there trying to get Amber and Patrick, who are also, with Allentown Travel, trying to get them in with us.
That's right.
So we'll see.
The ship has a lot of cabins. Okay.
It does, but there are a lot of people wanting to go.
There's a lot. It is crazy.
So
we're blessed to be able to do that. And Amanda will tell you the hint, not the invite, but a hint we got after I read just a couple of things here. Kirk says, we're going with y'all on the Seascape. We have booked the Sloss tour, but after that, do they take us to the beach? They do. They take you right there. And it's probably...
Unless you were signed up for the iguana farm.
Yes.
We did the iguana farm.
Yeah.
You go to the Sloss, you go to the iguana farm, and then you go to their little shack where they give you the wristband for the...
And you go across the little canal there, 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But everything is close. I want to point out
that's true. Yeah.
You're not going to have to drive 30 minutes across the island. Everything is like 3 minutes away.
Yeah, it was perfect. Yeah, it was all right there. The first time we tried to do this excursion, the person we used a different person, and they did not inform us of the time. So it took us 30 minutes to get there. We stayed for a while, and then we rode another 45 minutes to the beach.
There's no way that was the fastest one.
It was a disaster. So we did not use them again.
There's no way. Randolph asked a question here about the festival. Where is she departing from? We don't know yet, but we do know, actually. It's Port Canaveral. She'll be in Port Canaveral, and Mardi Gras will shift to short cruises, an XL class ship doing short cruises to match Royal Caribbean's Utopia in the Seas at Port Canaveral.
Okay.
Yep.
The other invite that we were trying to get.
Yeah.
So I've been working with this lady trying to get another, since we're going to this resort for my sister's wedding, I was like, let's try to go to another resort that's close there in the Dominican Republic that we can use, with our travel agency and recommend to people. So I wanted to get that experience. Well, she was like, I don't know if we're going to be able to work that out, but I do have you on the list for another cruise line that is going to be debuting a new ship. And we're going to try to get you on that naming ceremony for that ship.
Are you going to tell them the cruise line?
Nope, I'm not. It's very famous, though. Can you see if they get the hint? Famous.
You can guess it, maybe. But if that happens, it's going to be a busy month.
Oh, yeah. Someone in the super chats, they said they asked us to go on the panorama in November. We cannot because our November is, I'm trying to scroll it on the mouse. It's on his phone.
That's Carl and Dawn.
Yeah, Carl and Dawn.
November 8th, that's the week of our group cruise.
November 9th, we're doing the MSC Seascape. And so we will be on a different ship out of Galveston.
300 plus. We're up to about 150 cabins.
Yeah, we're up to about 150.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
It really is.
And that's cabins. That's not people. That's cabins.
300 people. Randy wants to say thank you so much for being my friend, my travel agent. I hope we can meet before your cruise in November after I get back. I bet we can make that happen. And Randy, appreciate you. Randy he's an OG.
Oh, yeah.
He's one of the originals. Been here a long, long time.
Well, we're going to do a pre-cruise get-together in Galveston the night before the November 9th cruise. So maybe Randy can meet us there for dinner and hang out with everybody.
The day of. We can do the day, if we had to, we can do the day of. There's a lot of people getting off ships that Saturday that want to say hello, and we'll do it.
Lito Tito said celebrity. Lito Tito is correct.
Oh, you confirmed it.
Yep. We don't have an invite, but she's going to put us on a list that might get an invite.
Yep.
So we'll see.
Usually when you made the list, Chris Jericho, you have no clue what I'm talking about.
No.
But if anyone remembers this, you just made the list. Usually
I know. John Cena.
I take elbows. My youngest, he jumps up in the air.
And he's bony. That kid throw a bone in you.
He does. Yep. Celebrity. So we'll see what happens there in November.
Yeah.
But we've got also after July, we don't have anything in August.
Listen, I have this all on
I have a spreadsheet.
Well, I have it all listed out on a calendar.
I made a spreadsheet
it's on Canva
today, and it really is all about do I work? But I have all our trips color coordinated by the day. Where are we at? Is it a C day?
I love that he thinks that, he looks at this and he thinks, oh, yes, this is very organized and so nice. And I look at it and I just see a bunch of rows and a bunch of words. But as long as it works for you, dear.
It does. It absolutely does.
I've got it in Canva that has it all listed out. And I post it on our Facebook page. Yeah, I have to add the Aqua or whatever. No, the Star of the Seas.
Yeah.
Also, can we stop naming ships with the word star?
Well, we're running out of names. There are cruise lines now that are.
We're not running out of names.
There's
How many
several
words
liberties.
are there in the human language?
Royal has a Liberty. Carnival has a Liberty. Princess will have a star. Royal will have a star.
No, it's ridiculous. I can't do it anymore. I think Norwegian has a star.
Yeah, they do, an old one. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I can't keep doing this, y'all.
Running out of names.
Can you make me a cheat sheet with all the names of the ships? And I want the year that they were made. That way I know which one's the newest.
For sure. I can definitely do that.
You're not going to do that.
Will you turn on the grill? Because I'm going to cook steaks here in about 15 minutes.
I am an essential part to this.
Well, it takes
here.
I don't care.
Oh my God.
I'll say I will.
I'm going.
I will.
I'll get your charger out of my
Here, you can take that off, actually. We're cooking steaks and watching some Arkansas baseball just after this. Nick, I think he is cruising with us, so that'll be fun. Any more group cruises out of Galveston? We are, I think, pretty close to announcing the November cruise for November of next year. So we've had, our MSC group cruise is huge. We've got our December New Year's cruise as well, the Carnival Dream. We are waiting for Royal Caribbean to bring a Icon class ship to Galveston. We'll have a group cruise whenever they make the announcement. And then we'll make an announcement for November of 2026 for a group cruise there as well. We'll make that probably the next couple of weeks. A lot of people are asking us about that. So we will do that.
Okay, Master, your grill is turned on.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I'll cook you a steak. Star Princess will be out this year, Randy. You're exactly right about that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm excited about the Star because my favorite ship is the Sun. And for a ship that size to go to Alaska, is incredible. And that is the main reason why we have a group cruise on the Star Princess out of Alaska in May, that Memorial Day week.
Yeah. And I still have a few cabins with some good pricing.
Yeah. The balcony at one point was like $1,000 off, right?
Yeah.
Do you still have those?
I have one left.
Literally.
We'll have to see.
If you want to go to Alaska on the Star next May, $1,000
well, yeah,
off.
I quoted Sarah Krista's friend, and I just looked at like the rate online because I wasn't sure if I had one in my group yet. So I gave her that, and I was like, I'm going to check and try and get you in our group rate. Sure enough, it was $1,000 off. Got her in. Cha-ching.
That's going to be awesome.
Yep.
And we got several going on that too.
Yeah. We got
including your parents. Your parents don't cruise often. They've been on 2.
Yeah, they do not cruise often. They're not, I don't know.
They like the second one. They like the sun.
They did. They got to learn how to relax though. Like just sit down.
Yeah. But they wanted to go to Alaska, so they're going with us to Alaska.
So I'm excited because I think they're going to like our cruise family.
Yes. Good evening, Will G. Good to see you here tonight. If y'all hear of the booking to the new Excel class in 2027, sign me up. You are signed up. And I think I've shared this before, but I've been given a pretty good hint that as of now, and plans as of now, there will be some sort of European season, whether it's a month, whether it's 2 months.
But who knows when that's going to be, too.
Well, and I say that because let's say that the schedule gets behind and they cancel the first month. Well, maybe that was the whole European season.
That's true.
So there may be European cruises. Of course, the first U.S. cruise, we will for sure have a group cruise on.
Yeah.
And we'll see about Europe.
Yeah, we'll try to go on the European, but I mean, the kids' schedule really determines that.
Yeah, and it's as of now, I'm sharing probably too much, but I'm not giving away sources. May of 2027 is the last I was told.
I mean, that would make sense. They would want to get it out by summer because those summer sailings will fill up.
It'll be crazy. But if it's late May, what a way to kick off the summer, right?
Yeah.
If it's the last week of school, the kids could miss. So we'll see. But more details are coming maybe in the next.
You say that. We'll see if he's right.
Maybe so.
Mary, thanks for that super chat.
Thank you, Mary. We appreciate that. And Rick for encouraging everyone to hit the thumbs up button. We appreciate that as well. Yeah, it'll be Mike meeting your dad would be fun.
Oh, Mike and my dad are going to get along so well.
He'll be saying, "What's that over? I think that's a bear." It'll be fun.
It's going to be good.
It will. I priced Alaska yesterday, and the online price is still way more than a group price, which I'm glad we have some. What's the date on the Star in May? It is May the 24th, I believe.
Good job. You got it right.
May the 24th. Round trip from Seattle. I want to point that out as well.
Yep.
Because, with Alaska, you could go out of British Columbia. You can go out of different places.
For 2, with a balcony, with the Premier package, it was like $5,800.
Which is Premier is drinks, internet.
I mean, everything.
It's specialty dining every night.
It's all-inclusive cruising.
Yeah, it is. And I think I want to do that excursion where we catch something.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say the helicopter one. I was like, I can't pay $800 for the 4 of us to go on that dang thing.
The Catch by Rudy, same thing on Carnival Cruise Line. They have a excursion where you go fish and you come back and they cook your fish for dinner.
Okay.
Although I know there are excursions too that they will do it, right there.
Fresh caught.
Be cool.
Yeah. Matt had an excursion that he did where they went out fishing and then they came back and had a whole seafood buffet. If you have a seafood buffet, count me in. I'm there.
I'd be for that.
I seafood, I eat food.
That is true. Me too. I wanted to share this as well. Carnival Cruise Line, I think they did this last summer about this time. I need to go back in my videos and watch. But did you see the new warning? The new that they posted?
Oh, today? I did see they put like the rules,
some general
their policies,
reminders of curfews for kids.
Yeah,
because ships are about to have more kids.
There was something about smoking on there. There was
which I think it's gotten better.
I think so too.
On several cruises, we don't get balconies often, but it seemed like with Carnival, we'd get the balcony. And I swear somebody was about to reach over the balcony and say, "Hey, man, you want to hit this?" The whole cruise.
We had a little span there where we were smelling a lot of things, but it hasn't really been the case anymore.
No,
I don't feel like.
I think they've cracked down maybe.
Yeah. Which it wasn't new things, right? They were all like reminders, like, "Hey, remember you're supposed to have your kid in by this time."
They have been making a point, and I love this, on quit getting in the elevator, quit being in public places and being on FaceTime and yelling at your screen.
Oh, they said that in the announcement?
They said, if you have a call or whatever, put your earbuds in, but don't be sitting there yelling.
Well, you're saying this, but you know what that reminds me of?
What?
You walking around with your phone doing the YouTube live.
Yeah, but I'm not yelling at my phone, or someone is yelling at me.
I know you're pretty discreet about it.
I am. I go through, walk through, and
yeah,
pretty easy.
We're not talking to Aunt Sue. Aunt Sue, yes, I am on the ship.
Can you hear me? I'm in the elevator.
I might lose you for a second, Aunt Sue, but I'll show you that big pool. Yeah. Yes, you and Jim need to come.
Really, it's...
Yeah, that's too much. Not everybody needs to know your conversation with Aunt Sue.
Usually I just get in the screenshot with
her. You get in there?
Yeah.
Hey, Aunt Sue. Yeah. Hey, girl.
Carl and Don, great question. Here we get a lot of questions from cruising on the West Coast. Is it safe? Different ports of call and what there is to do. Ensenada is one. I'm trying to use the mouse. And Mazatlan as well.
He definitely is not pronouncing that one right.
Mazatlan.
I don't know how to pronounce it.
So we remind people often that West Coast beaches and Baja California beaches and things like that are different than the Atlantic or the Caribbean.
Okay.
Right? Sand colors, water colors, temperatures, and things like that. Now, I'll say this.
Matt said you're saying it right. Good job.
They're as safe as anywhere in the Western Caribbean. I'll say it that way.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like, I've never gone anywhere and been like, "Oh, I do not feel safe here." Except one place. Jamaica. It got me one time because it was like when we first started cruising.
Montego Bay.
Yes, when we first started cruising.
We went to Cox and Hole. We went to that 876 or something beach club. Remember that?
I don't know. But we got off and there were all the machine guns standing there. Like, that was a little intimidating for me.
Yes.
But now it's not really like that.
But I would say that the ports there on the West Coast are...
Oh, yeah, they're safe.
They're as safe as Cozumel would be or
everywhere you go, it's going to be touristy. Yeah. Like, they want to keep you safe. You are their way of, like, making money.
Keep your head on a swivel. Stay in your groups. Be aware of what you're carrying, a backpack, or when you lay something down to eat, things like that.
I mean, that's the same rule as back home.
Yep, it is. We get to experience it this Labor Day.
Yep. Maybe Carl and Dawn, we say it's safe. Go, have fun, worry not.
Yep. We've been to Ocho Rios.
Yeah.
Montego Bay was maybe the worst. Ocho Rios was okay, but then I think it was Cox and Hole, right?
I don't remember. There's been too many, dear. But we haven't been back to... No, the one I'm thinking of, it had the rundown Margaritaville.
Yeah, that's Montego Bay.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. But the Jubilee is too large to go there, so a lot of those ships out of Galveston haven't been going, but they're going to start going again, not the Jubilee, but other ships in 2027. So remember out of Galveston?
Maybe it's got a refresher, put a little coat of makeup on since we've been there. Because
maybe so.
We haven't been there for probably 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's been a while.
Remember, you used to be able to take the Montego Bay, Grand Cayman, Cozumel itinerary. Mm-hmm. And it hasn't been around for a long time. It's coming back in 2026, 2027. So out of Galveston.
Yeah.
And New Orleans has it as well. So, yes.
We're going to some really good places this summer, though.
Oh, we are. Some new places for us.
Tortola?
Did you say Tola? Because it's just Tor.
Tortola. Tortola?
Tortola.
Tortola.
She wants to correct me.
Tortola.
Tortola will be fun.
Tortola.
Going to St. Thomas. We've been there again, but it's been a long time.
Yep.
But we're actually going to St. John.
We've got something to Aruba and Bonaire. Yeah. I don't even remember what ship we're on for that.
The Vista. That's the Vista.
Yeah. And then we get to try out Celebration Key.
Yep.
I mean, we're going to some nice places.
Yeah. And Norwegian's private island as well.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. That one has that's a 4-port and 7-day stop on that cruise.
Nice.
July 5th. And then we'll get to go to a Perfect Day.
Perfect Day. Go.
What I like about the preview cruise is they don't charge to go to the adults only.
I think I read something about like you get like a discount or something, but
I'll take a discount.
Anyway,
I'll take that.
But also, if you're cruising with Royal and you're going to Perfect Day, you got to keep an eye out for those discounts that they do. Yeah. Because stuff is really expensive at Perfect Day, but they will put like 50% off.
They rotate their discounts.
Yeah. And so you just got to keep an eye out because your discount will roll around. I think Derek bought one for the boys and the water park because he was like, we can't do this water park. We got to just stay on the ship.
Oh, it was almost $500.
Yeah.
At the regular price.
And I think you legit got like 40 or 50% off.
Yeah.
So watch for those discounts.
Mike says coupons.
Coupons. Oh, this is way off topic, but I always tease Derek about how cheap he is. So we're going to look for his suit for my sister's wedding. And we're in the car and we have to end up driving further away. And so we're going to go to Kohl's. He's like, I'm going to get on my phone and find a coupon for Kohl's before we get there.
Why would I not?
The coupon hunter, I tell you.
You're right. Platinum Goals, you're right about Jamaica. Even I think the U.S. government travel warning advisory has been increased over the last couple of years as well.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where'd that to?
Jamaica.
Oh,
yep.
Yeah.
We do need to. How long does it take to get your passport renewed these days? If it's a renewal, it's 6 weeks or less right now. If it's a new passport, it's longer. But good to see you, Norma.
Yeah, make sure that passport does not have that 6-month expiration.
Yep. We are giving away specialty dining
tonight.
This is for anyone who booked a cruise or transferred a cruise or emailed us for a free entry. This is good for a cruise or a specialty dining experience on your next cruise. So if you have one booked in the next several months, we can do that. If it's not until next year, we can do that. And so
you got to find the Island Time email though.
Yep, I can do that right there. And
good job. Because I have a whole list going, and I actually updated it last night because I knew that someone would want to be doing a giveaway.
June the 1st.
And Amber and Patrick actually added their clients on here too. So they've been booking quite a few people, and so they were able to add their clients to our giveaway as well, since we're all one big Island Time family.
That's right. Let's open that right there. So again, you'll get to choose a steakhouse, or if you want to go to hibachi, whatever it is, we will, on your cruise, you'll tell us, okay, let's say that you win.
Okay.
Let us know what day you want to go and the time. We will look it up. If it's available, boom, bang, boom. We pay for it. We send you confirmation. We'll have to work together because sometimes they're not open up, or the time that you want is not open.
Okay, so we have 182 slots filled here.
That's awesome.
So we need a random number generator for. Do you want to do it on your phone? That way they can see the actual number.
Yeah, let me turn it off of silent mode so they can tell us what it is here.
I don't necessarily want to share this screen because, like, you can show it to them if you want.
I think you can on YouTube anyway. But
okay. Well, because it has people's first and last names and their emails and that kind of thing. But if you booked
Siri, can you hear me?
Seriously, do that. Type it. If you booked a cruise with us, you got entered in twice. If you transferred a cruise to us, you got entered in twice. If you just emailed and said, hey, I want to be in the giveaway, you got entered in one time. So several different ways to get entered. And we have numbers 2 through 187.
I think.
Nope, 82.
Okay. Give me a random number from 1 to 2.
You could have done one.
Give me a random number from 2 to 182.
Oh, 94.
94.
Okay, on my list here.
Row 94.
Row 94.
Will
Oh,
G.
looky there.
Will and Joanna.
Will G.
How about that?
And Kimberly was right above it. And let's see, Teresa Weber was right below it.
Yep.
Man.
Cool. And we were, look, what are we on there?
I shouldn't have put our own. I just started copying and pasting whenever I was making them.
Will G, my friend, you and Joanna are the lucky winners.
There you go.
Free specialty dining.
So you just let Derek know what you want, when you want it, and I'll get it booked for you.
I have a chance, or I have a feeling that they're going to use that on the July 12th selling.
That's probably a good guess there.
I bet they do.
Yeah. So that's our giveaway for May.
For May.
Ooh, the months are flying by.
It did fly by. Will G, reach out to me, and we'll get you booked. The hour is up. I'm going to cook some steaks here and watch some college baseball. I hope you guys have a great week. If we can help you in any way, of course, reach out to us. travel@bookislandtime.com. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next time right here on Island Time.